Hola, Oscar. Thank you for following up. My name is Daniel Sanchez. I am 40 years old. I know. And I live in LA, San Diego, and TJ. Yes, I know. My family is from Tijuana. I grew up in this border city most of my life, and they sort of came here back in the day when the city was nothing. So they've pretty much created a way of living in this pretty city. I dabble a lot in California because, and I'm glad to be doing this because I am a big old white kid. So this subject has really come to to me all my life, and it hasn't necessarily been a negative experience for me. It's mostly been educational. I think it's packed with awareness. It's just like full of all the culture, of all the history of our country that unfortunately has been presented to us in a very selected form, and not necessarily through separateness, and not necessarily through integration. And if we were able to see how the culture was originally set up, then these ideas of colorism would probably be very different. That's my understanding of it. That's my opinion in it. If we go back and we understand it, things could change. Now, my experience with it has been very different than my thoughts. Um, I lived in New York for a few years, and I was able to gather a group of really diverse people. And a lot of the times I heard like, oh my God, you're Mexican? And I'm like, yes. And with Mexicans, I heard a lot of, you're not even Mexican. Which is like, pues sí soy, no sé cómo explicarte, vato, que soy como probablemente más mexicano que tú. Pero bueno, I allow everyone to have their opinion about me. I really don't care. It's their opinion, and I respect that. So, what I've been able to gather with my own circumstances is that colorism really relates to this lack of self-worth, and that the structure of the society in culture communities, as how it's created, is based on this idea of submissiveness, of this relates way back to the whole conquistador era. This relates to, like, for example, in Argentina, when they had all the migration of German Europeans. It's a dichotomy of cultures that when we have this idea and understanding that we are less, it automatically makes us feel like whoever is out there that has whiteness is better than us because of how we understand our culture. It's not that we associate dark skin with being less. It's that we associate our relationship with dark skin in being less. I've had so many Whitexicans feel really crappy when they understand where they come from, and they feel bad with themselves for being white, and it's like, no, I don't think that's where this is going. But what it does do is it brings a lot of awareness of this irrational and senseless separateness that exists today in Mexico. My experience specifically is with Tijuana and the migration that has been occurring in a lot of the circumstances, some of them with people from Haiti, and they were not treated well. And you want to ask me if this is racism or colorism, then it's a little bit of both, but it's mostly ignorance, which is what ties them together. In Tijuana, when the Haitian people came, they were not welcome. I'm not going to go into details. But now you have the Ukrainian people that are looking for shelter, and guess who is opening up their arms? Yes, my beautiful Tijuana, you are angel. It's just this adorable welcoming community. When Haitians were coming here, or Central American Latinos in the migration, and they all wanted them out. So it's an incoherent space that people that live there and understand concepts incoherently follow.